Greetings, YouTube. Happy Tuesday. You know, I am all about guaranteed value in life and guaranteed value in Marvel Contest of Champions. And so it always amazes me that this bundle continues to go out. But then again, I guess it really shouldn't, because since you limit 3, I know a ton of people who send me screenshots of all 3 of their legendary cold-blooded bundles. Now, I will say on average, from the data that I have collected from these kind of bundles, I have noticed a huge, almost, I don't want to say it's a guarantee, but I would say, just because of the odds, like 3 out of 5 or even 4 out of 5 images will include at least one 5-star. So you'll get a 5-star from this on average if you buy all 3, but I remind you that we've seen so many deals in this game in the past few months, especially, where you can either get a guaranteed featured 5-star champion for $100 or a 10K basic 5-star crystal or 10,000 5-star shards for $50. So when you're lowering that price from $50 to $40 and only guaranteeing that you have an 80% drop rate at the 5-star, or 80% drop rate, for the 4-star, 20% drop rate for the 5-star. 80% of the time you're going to get a 4-star. 4 stars at this point in the game should be about $10 for a decent deal. So if you're spending $30 more for a 4-star, it's a really, really bad deal. Now, I will say this. You do have a little bit of guaranteed value with the 3 greater champion boosts and the 1,000 5-star hero crystal shards. But personally, I think we have evolved enough as a game to where at minimum this should be $10 less. If this was $29.99, I think I would endorse it pretty much every time it came into the game, because we know that with these special deals, they also include some of the best champions, and this time is no different. So you will see that in this particular one, we have a combination of Emma Frost, Korg. Now, keep in mind, Emma Frost and Korg both do need to be awakened to have the best possible outcome. Sentinel, very solid defender. Vision, Age of Ultron. Now, unfortunately, only as a 4-star. If they had OG Vision in this, that would probably sell more of these. But then you have Groot and King Groot, who I would not pay $40 for a 4-star or a 5-star of either of those. So there's that. I wouldn't pay a $5 for a 5-star Abomination, even though he's a newer 5-star in the game most recently. And why? Why in the world is Colossus in this bundle? The title of this video probably should be, why is Colossus in today's deal? Because if you're going to gamble with most likely getting a 4-star, you want to have the best champs. We have seen some of these kind of bundles where you have, like, I don't know, an 80% chance, even if it's a 4-star, to get something like a Blade or a Ghost or a Ghost Rider or even like a Morningstar like this deal. But to have a Colossus, really? Like, no one should ever want to spend $40 on a 5-star Colossus. And if you get a 4-star Colossus, you're just guaranteeing yourself another Marvel Contest of Champions sponsorship of depression, because that's what it's going to be. I really wish that Colossus, you'd think that Colossus could be replaced with maybe like an Omega Red, right? Imagine if Omega Red was replaced with Colossus. That'd be a much better deal to talk about. I appreciate that Iceman is in here, and the marketing of this, they're smart people. They know that Emma Frost, Korg, and Iceman lead the charge of this deal. And I know there are going to be people who send me images of a 5-star Iceman from this, and that's awesome. And there are going to be people who send me that 5-star Emma Frost, and that's awesome as well. But I would have taken out Groot, King Groot, and Colossus. All 3 of those don't belong here. Put in champs like Omega Red. What if they had put in even a champs more like Angela, right? Throw in a 5-star Angela. That's a much better pull from this. I just think it's way too much of a gamble. Now, the greater champion boosts and the 1,000 5-star units, I think that's probably a guaranteed value of about $10 to $15. So really, you're only spending about $20 to $25 of actual risk for the crystal. But if it's $20 to $25 for a 4-star Groot or a 4-star King Groot, you're getting ripped off. Now, if you pull 5 stars and like 3 5-stars from this, then I guess you're going to be sending that image to me, and I'll be featuring you on a way too lucky crystal. I do want to point out that the The deal on the right is even worse because the ceiling is a 4-star. At least the ceiling on the left one is a 5-star. And if you get a 5-star for $40 plus the extra incentives, that's usually considered a good deal. But to say best case scenario, I get a 4-star for $20 when a 4-star guaranteed should be about $10. This thing is just the worst. It's just the worst. It is never going to be a smart decision. They don't even give you 30% greater champion boost. They only give you a 20% champion boost, which you can get for free virtually every week, just doing what you normally do with events with your alliance in the game. And then 254-star Hero Crystal Shards, that thing should be bumped up to 500, but ideally at least maybe 1,000. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's the guaranteed value on that. The ceiling is almost the floor, and the floor is just straight depression once again. At least with the left deal, the uncollected type deal, if you will, you've got the legendary chance to guarantee yourself a minimum of a 4-star. If you are paying $20 for a 3-star, you're just absolutely being conned. It is like legal theft to give your money for a $20 3-star. So, as always, I see these deals and my heart dies a little bit because I think, man, there's just no guaranteed value in these, or very little, like $15 to $20 max. But people still buy them, and they'll still buy all three, especially the legendary cold-blooded bundle. And I guess you got to be cold-blooded to buy them because there's a lot of risk involved. If you hit the lottery, if you do well, Prof Hoff, one word on the line app, send it my way. I'll add you to my collection of weekly luck. But otherwise, I would steer clear of this. There's just so many better deals to spend your money on in this game that have guaranteed value, and this cold-blooded bundle ain't one of them. It's not ultimate, it's not legendary, and take Colossus out of this deal immediately. I'm getting PTSD from pulling Colossus just once from seeing his name on this roster reveal.